still remember, Mama, this is the day, right? And Mom said, sing this. This is the day.
Jonathan to say a few words, and I don't know what he has in his heart. He wants to sing, he wants to dance, he wants to walk the tightrope, I don't know. But this is your family here in Los Angeles, my friend. You know, and it's the Lord. The Lord set this up for you, because now there are people that's going to pray for you. And you didn't come to church during the time. It was very memorable for us, because we are a dreaming church. We dream big, even though we're small. And so we hope that when we form in a candlelight service, we want to form a 300 voice choir, maybe 100 voice choir, forming a a cross with candles being lighted, so you will see cross and all of that. But that's a part of the dream and vision that we have that night when you come. And if you are here during that time, we want to feature you as the main soloist with a big, wonderful choir, and maybe with the rest of your friends that are here can join us. But we are out there to share, to give out the light for its darkest moment. Let me tell you what. God can use His voice to pave the way for places where preachers cannot go. Sometimes you might not be able to preach it like a preacher, but you can sing it. There are a few places that you cannot go because you are a preacher. But if you are a singer, you might be singing to queens and princes and kings. Amen. Being a prince of the Filipino pop opera, I think, you're able to do that. Okay? But even that little title, how Jonathan takes that, I want to bless you because you had mom named you Jonathan, and Jonathan is a friend of the king. So if you begin to pray, say, God, I am Jonathan. I am the friend of the King of Kings. So wherever you go, kings, queens, and people in authority are going to make friends with you. Amen. Whether I prophesy that, whether I pray that. So when mom gave birth to you, mom didn't give birth to you for an accident. I know you're a big family. If mom had more opportunity to have more babies, maybe there could be more. But it's not an accident when people are named after something which maybe Jonathan was just a nice name. Maybe mom was praying and had a revelation or something while you were praying, while you are Jonathan. Jonathan, as your name carries. But the Bible speaks that Jonathan has all the opportunity to be king during the time, but it was not his role. He paved the way and being a friend to King David, who later on David became a king. But he was a friend of the king. So wherever you see your name Jonathan in the big screen, in the billboard, because you're going to see that name, whether in Las Vegas, whether in New York, in any place, that when you see that name Jonathan, yes, Lord, my name is there, because Jonathan is a friend of God. Amen. Is a friend of the King. Amen. And when I'm saying that because your friends are here to hear that. And when they see that, they will remember that on that Sunday at the evangelist's home, this is the evangelist's house. So, wherever you go, you're going to be evangelizing. So you live with that. But that's our prayer for you. And our Heights family here, we're going to adopt you whenever you're here in Los Angeles, let us know. We'll be there to support your concert and things until, we would be able to maybe put up our own for you and all of that later on that we can talk about. We're open. We have a few quite good facilitators that are here. In this house, we have great facilitators that can really help. I'm looking at people. And when they see them nodding, they have, I'm not maximizing, they have the ability, I'm not bragging, but they have the ability to, when I say that, they have the ability to at least bring and say, okay, bring 100, bring 100, bring 100, promote, and then we would be able to do that. Okay. But first, there has to be a right foundation for what we're doing. Okay, and the right foundation is always to give glory and honor to the King of Kings. Amen. So, ladies and gentlemen, one more time, please help me welcome Mr. Jonathan Medon, the friend of the King.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank the Lord for this opportunity. We're gathered here in His name. And of course, I would like to thank our host for this afternoon, Evangelista, Madam Tess, right? Yeah. And Maestro And of course, I'd like to thank the Lord because I got a new family again in LA. I feel that I am so blessed and welcome. And thank God for that opportunity. And thank you so much for your support for my profession, my career, and the concert. And I look forward in the near future we will be working again. And God willing, I will be singing for the church, for the Lord. Anong pangalan ng church natin?
High Worship Center.
High Worship
International. HWCIM.
Hi. But you know, I didn't bring any CD or accompaniment CD with me. I only got iPod. If you have do we have an iPod dock or something?
What about my computer? Hey guys. I have a Mac. And a
Check the
speaker.
kids. Baka mayroon silang jack. Pwede.
No, like that.
Oh, yeah. Speaker.
Oh, you need a jack. To connect it to the computer.
Speaker lang.
Speaker.
Speaker lang.
Ito.
Yeah, but we need the
The
Keyboard, the
I need the part.